Okay, so how is AI going to affect e-commerce specifically this year and next year? Okay, so we'll put 2026/7, right? Well, personally, I feel like the AI business and all of the tools that we have right now, they're not actually good enough. Like they're not good enough to really do, I guess, the AI dream, right? They're all slightly broken, if that makes sense. Now you can prompt something until it pretty much knows what it's doing. But what you'll find is that's fine from the AI side. What you'll find is you're just going to end up frustrating your customer. Now, one of the things that I've implemented with one of my businesses is I don't actually use any AI on the customer service end, right? This is a brand based out of France, and what we have is a health food brand that's doing really well. But what we encourage people to do, instead of messaging the chat, is to just give us a call. Now, the amount of customers that come back and say, I can't believe I was just able to call you and somebody picked up. You're buying a product from us. Why would you not be able to call me and say, hey, I bought this from you, when's it arriving? Or I have an issue with my parcel or something broke. I think a lot of these brands that are coming in now and automating everything with AI, and it's basically a long form version of a chatbot if you use BT in the UK, right? I'm sure it's the same Walmart in America. If you have an issue and you type it in and you go, hey, I would like to speak to somebody, and then it gives you like 3 different pop-ups that you can click. And you just sit there thinking, oh, now I have to go through this. And then I get to maybe speak to somebody. And you only at that point then get to speak to an actual representative, and you can't get on the phone with them. Now, how as business owners and e-commerce brand owners do we cut through this noise? We cut through the noise by saying, hey, give us a call. Or we call the customer. If they have an issue, hey, we're just going to jump on a quick call with you. Do you know how much brand loyalty that puts within a customer that is so used to speaking to bots? And I can't understand really how most brands, well, I do understand because a lot of it is scale. I was speaking about BT, I was speaking about Walmart. Those brands are at such scale, businesses are at such scale that they have to do those things. If you are under $1 million a month, then you can afford, typically, to be able to have a more interactive service with your customers. And that's how you cut through the noise, and that is how you add LTV through customer service. And typically, this is just a general business lesson. When you see everybody go one way, it is usually the best idea to go completely in the opposite direction, which is hard to understand, but if you've seen trends come and go, I'm not saying that AI is a trend, of course it's here to stay, but it's just not what people think it is. I don't know if you've seen some of these AI videos, they still look bad. Like they're not at the point yet where you really, really can't distinguish. If you have a slight eye for it, or you're, I guess, under the age of 50 and you have decent eyesight, you can say, hey, I don't think this is real. And it creates a huge issue with trust. AI is going to completely screw us as consumers, as brand owners, as creators, as marketers, because no one's going to trust anyone. So, and the reason for that is just because you even see it today. I'm not sure if this is real. I see comments of people putting that on videos. People saying, hey, is this AI? Like, people are in this frame right now, which is just almost like, hey, I don't know what's going on. And in that position, they're not gonna buy. So what I recommend that you do is go completely reverse the other way. I encourage every brand owner to have a phone number that you can call between 9 and 5. Yes, okay, you can have some automated messages and some information post 5 till whenever, or maybe you only answer via live chat and emails. But if you've got someone in 9 to 5 that can pick up the phone, that's going to make a huge difference. It's going to make a massive difference. I've heard the conversations myself. I've spoke with brand owners and people that I consult. and say, hey, look, implement this within the business, their customers are so happy when you phone them. When you say, hey, Mr. Johnson, or hey, Mrs. Mary, whoever, I'm here from the company that you've just paid for a product or service from. I just wanted to make sure that everything got through to you well. And yeah, I hope you're all good. People will jump out of their chairs, not literally, but in their mind, and they will remember that. And if you can become a brand that is memorable and you went the extra step, people know that they can call you. That's going to make a huge, huge difference. So AI, there is a few things that are important that you should potentially be implementing. A lot of AI images these days and AI creatives are good. I'd stay away from some of the video stuff. Most of it just looks awful. But AI images, that is a great way to be able to produce a mass amount of content. In regards to SEO, don't put ChatGPT, blogs, product descriptions, all of that stuff on your product page. It will absolutely kill your rankings on Google. And most people don't understand this. They're like, oh, we need some copy for this lander. Oh, just ChatGPT it. No, don't do that. That's a really, really bad idea. And I think people are going to learn this in the next couple of years. So, of course, from a creative standpoint, I find AI great for having conversations and getting feedback and basically getting inspiration. If I have a chat with ChatGPT, I just pull up the thing on the right-hand side where I can have an actual conversation with it. And as it's talking back to me and I'm saying, hey, I need ideas on this, like, even for setting this up today, there was some inspiration that came through just from having that conversation. I think it's great. But it is so far off where we can implement it and it becomes human or undetectable and just brilliant and does everything for us. We are so far away from that.